viewers, welcome to Interactions. So today we have a very special person to tell about him. He's a wonderful musician, a very humble personality, and I should say he's really committed towards in whatever he does. Also, no one can miss his iconic hairstyle, and above all, he's a God-fearing person. So he's none other than Keba Jeremiah. Hi Keba.
Hi Sharon, thank you for having me. And
Thank you for joining me in Interactions. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good too, thank you. So Keba, we know a bit about your childhood musical journey. We
Yes.
also know that you are very passionate about the music now. In fact, you can do it all day long. But your initial journey was more like you were pushed into music. So, when did you start loving music and how did it all happen? Any incident?
Okay. So initially, when I was 7, I started learning music. அப்போ வந்து அம்மா அப்பா வந்து they forced me to go to classes.
Oh,
Actually, we were 3 boys at home,
oh,
3 brothers, and Dad actually wanted to learn music.
okay.
But when he was trying to learn music, we were small kids, so we'll go disturb him.
Uh-huh.
So he could never learn. So then Dad was like, Chari, at least if I can't learn, let me send the kids to music school.
Okay.
So he sent my elder brother for keyboard class.
Uh-huh.
I went for guitar class, and my younger brother went for drum class.
Okay.
And that's how the journey started. And now and then I started playing church level 3 chords, 4 chords. I was started playing in church. At a young age, so I started playing Sunday school, then I started playing in church.
Mhm.
And அப்போ ஸ்கூல்லையும் கல்ச்சுரல்ஸ் அந்த மாதிரி காம்படிஷன்ஸ் I was playing a lot.
Mhm.
But the real interest for me, I would say, started in the year 2004.
Okay.
2004 is the year when I came to India to do my engineering.
Oh.
And when I came to do my engineering, I met a lot of incredible musicians, and my exposure to music changed when I came to Chennai.
Uh-huh.
And that incident, in the 2004, before I started playing in NLAG here in church.
Okay.
But at the time, I felt like, Chari, I already know everything in music.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing to know. And when I started playing in that church, and I met some musicians like Lionel Anna, Danny Anna, John Anna, and a lot of other musicians. I realized there's so much to learn.
Mm-hmm.
After that, the real journey and that interest for me in music started.
That's really nice to know. I think you should thank your parents for pushing you into music. That push has made you a legend today.
I mean, I'm very grateful because throughout this whole journey, usually parents won't let children take music as a career choice.
Mhm.
But they've been very, very supportive and very, very encouraging. And my parents are very proud, as in like and they're very happy when people come and tell them that we know your son, we saw him here, or we heard him play. So they've always been very supportive, and I love them very much.
That's so nice. Okay, so we see you now as a successful musician, at least by the industry standards. We know it's not easy for you to reach here, and definitely this is a long journey. So during this journey, we believe that you might have crossed struggles, ups and downs. So my question is, do you remember anything in specific which you would like to share with our viewers that is still stuck in your heart and mind? A struggle which you feel good about it, saying, yes, I've crossed it.
Actually, this whole journey for me has been nothing short of a miracle.
Mm.
The thing is, these opportunities for me, I never ever went running for it. I never had to search for it. Somehow, I've always trusted God for the opportunities. I have never ever gone someone and told ஒரு chance கொடுங்க இல்லை இந்த ஆல்பம்ல வாசிக்கிறேன். It's never been that way. And I think that all started with me playing in church.
Mhm.
And I was very focused when I played in church. If there were Sundays when I used to play 5 services in 5 services. So I'll go in the morning. This will be the schedule. I'll go in the morning at 6:30 to church,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll come back after the evening service at 7 o'clock in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
So, there were days when I used to do that regularly for a couple of years. And
Mm-hmm.
I think God sees those kind of commitments and He honors them. So, my initial contacts or my initial opportunities that actually came from people who saw me playing in church. So, even the first gospel albums that I did were all from people who saw me playing in church. Even my first movie recording
Okay.
was for James Anna, from James Vasantan Anna.
Okay, that's
And
nice.
he knows me as a gospel boy only, so he seen me play in church a lot. So that is where my journey in the film industry started.
That's a beautiful journey. I'm sure God has led you this far, and no doubt it's purely His grace. So, Keba, usually creative people lack marketing, but in your case, you are most wanted musician, at least in this part of the world. So, how do you blend creativity and marketing? Or I can put this in a different words like, why do people approach Keba?
அது வந்து I don't know if I'm the most wanted அதெல்லாம் I don't know, but there are a few principles that I have that I follow.
Okay.
Number one, I always respond to all the people who try to get in touch. I either tell them I can do it or I cannot do it, and I always try to work within a schedule or a time schedule. I try to finish the project and give it on time. And
Mhm.
whenever it's come to recordings, I've always tried to be on time. So it's really, really these small things here. The thing is, we always think we have to do something big. And I've always realized, whatever thing we do, even if however small it is, if we are committed in doing those small things,
Mhm.
I think it will take us a long way. So my journey has not been like I put a very big effort. I think it's small efforts and small choices that I've made.
Mhm.
So it's helped me come this far. And I take a very active interest in
Mm.
my marketing also. I've been active on social media for a very, very long time.
Okay.
And uh, mostly நான் எந்த ஒர்க் பண்ணாலும் நான் ஷேர் பண்ணுவேன். I'll usually share some link or if something I feel really personally touched me, then
Mhm.
I'll definitely share it. So now and then I've been quite active on social media for quite some time.
Yeah, even we see that actually. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so how important is it for a musician to keep updating in terms of technology and gears?
Okay, it is really really important. When the world is ரொம்ப ஃபாஸ்டா ப்ரோக்ரஸ் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. Everything is changing continually on a daily basis.
Right.
Similarly, music is also changing, and the instruments, the gear, the technology, everything that we use is constantly changing. So um, this is one thing I learned from working with Rahman sir.
Uh-huh.
Rahman sir is somebody who's achieved everything. Like he doesn't have to work anymore. He doesn't have to do anything. And
Mm.
every time I go to the studio and sit, he's always discovering something new. இப்போ என்ன புதுசா இருக்கு, இப்போ என்ன latest இருக்கு marketல. And he's asked me, have you seen anything new? Have you found anything new? And always when he finds something new, he'll send me a link. Check this out.
Oh.
இந்த link பாரு, இந்த புது technology பாரு, இது எப்படி incorporate பண்ணலாம். And when I realized for someone like him who's
Mhm.
achieved everything, he's still looking for something new. How can I give my best? How can I still do something new?
Mhm.
He itself can do something like that. I think for me, a simple musician like me, I think I really have to work hard at it. And other than that, I really try my best, even in my instruments. I try always to buy the best instruments
Mhm.
and try to keep updated, even in terms of technology.
That's nice. I'm sure musicians and young people who are ambitious to become a musician, they will definitely take your advice and follow them.
So,
Yeah. And as we are interacting with you, we see you are a straightforward person. Have you come across a time when you said no to something which could have led you a great opportunity?
actually நான் நிறைய வாட்டி நோ சொல்லியிருக்கேன். It's I have this very uh, I have a particular way that I work. இப்போ வந்து for instance, let's say I have already committed to a recording
Mhm.
and it is something really really important.
Mm.
And on the same day I get a very very big show that's paying me a lot more money.
Mm.
I always give my priority to the person that I committed to first. I've always been that way, and in that way, நான் நிறைய மிஸ் பண்ணிருக்கேன் லைஃப்ல. I've
Mhm.
lost friends, I've lost money, I've lost shows,
Oh,
but you cannot. You, if you want to gain something in life, you have to lose some things.
right.
So it's okay. It's all part of the journey. I feel, you know. So, but it's good to have. I still remember the first time that I met Raman sir. He wanted me to record the next day itself,
Mhm.
and on the next day I had already something I had committed to,
Mhm.
and I told sir, Naliki, I cannot come, sir. I'm not free. It's the first time I'm meeting him.
Mm, mm, mm.
Can you come to record? And I'm like, இல்லை சார் நான் ஃப்ரீயா இல்லை. எல்லாரும் ஸ்டுடியோல எல்லாரும் ஷாக் ஆயிட்டாங்க. என்னடா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் வந்திருக்கான், he's telling I'm not free. And I still remember very clearly he told me this. He told me, it's good you have these principles,
Mhm.
follow them and they will take you a long way in life. And this was in the year 2010.
Uh-huh.
I hadn't played even one song for him then. But we are now in 2020 and I've played over 100 songs for him.
Wow.
So, you know, I think we have to be very firm with whatever commitment and whatever stand and whatever principle we take. So, adu mattum if we are solid with that, I think it will help us go a long way.
Yes, yeah. I think sometimes we should learn to say no when the stakes are high. And before we move on to the next, we have a surprise for you. Meanwhile, can you turn around and sit, or you can close your eyes and sit for a while? We'll let you know once we are ready. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but we are ready. You can turn towards the screen now.
Okay.
Here we have Isaac D and Demas Joy. K-Bas close.
Wow.
Hey,
What's up?
Yes.
Hey.
Nice.
what's up, man? How are you?
KJ.
Thank you, Isaac and Demas, for joining us. How are you both?
Fine,
You're good,
thanks.
Sharon.
Okay. Isaac, can you tell us something
Yes.
about Keba since you are his closest friend?
See, Keba needs no introduction to tell or talk about him. So the whole world knows about Keba and what he's accomplished all these years.
Right.
But I'll just share what he is to me. Okay, like we met in the year 2006 or 7 during college cultural times.
Oh.
From that time, I used to see Keba's name in all the CD rappers and all the CDs. Those days it was CDs, so I used to see his name. I used to think, will I get a chance to talk to him? That was the scene. So when I met him, I was like so happy. From there till who he is now, he's been a very good friend of mine. He's helped me in a lot of ways to mold myself as a musician, like how to play simply and yet sound good. All the small things has played a very important role in my life as a musician.
Mhm.
So Keba is actually a mentor.
Uh-huh.
He's actually a good friend of mine. I've learned so much from him, and I'm so happy for this friendship, because like guys of his range and of his caliber, people always used to maintain a certain level of like social living or whatever.
Right.
But Keba is like so humble, like not only just with me, with all the new guys and all the people he's working with. He's so humble.
Yes.
Yeah, Sharon.
Yeah, very true, Isaac.
Yeah.
That's nice to know. Thank you for sharing it. So,
Welcome.
Demas, we know you are with Keba since he started his career. So, my question is, how much Keba changed in all these years?
Okay, first of all, hi Keba and Isaac, and thank you for having me on the show.
Yes.
Yeah, again, yeah, for the question, I think to put it across like this, the change, I think he's not changed.
Uh-huh.
Maybe he's grown. Maybe he's grown, yeah. Because we can see the growth, it's not about any character change. I can't see that because from the day I've met him, like certain things we share and we talk. Even when I call him personally, he has a certain kind of tone that he talks to me.
Mhm.
That vibe is still there. Like, hey, Macha, what's up? Like, "Enada pandre?" All that and all is still there. So
Uh-huh.
like Isaac said, maybe for the person he is, he's for like a star. He's such a musician, and he can actually be whoever he wants. But as for me personally, I think he's not changed. But I see his growth, and he's grown, and I'm totally happy about it.
That's so good to hear. கேப்பா நீங்க இப்படியே இருங்க என்னைக்குமே கண்டிப்பா இருப்பீங்கன்னு நம்புறோம்.
Yes.
Actually, I want to share something about both of them.
Please.
Okay, I'll start with Demas. So Demas வந்து 2008, 9, 10, தெரியலையே.
Eight, 9.
Pastor Alvin தான் meet பண்ணோம். And one of the best things about Demas, we've traveled quite a bit. I still remember very well when we go to Malaysia for trips and all, when we used to go. When we wake up,
Uh-huh.
nice one hot Milo will be there next to the bed. Correct, he'll make one hot Milo for everybody.
Oh.
And we've actually enjoyed so much. We've had so many fun memories,
Mm-hmm.
memories that will be there with us for a lifetime. You know,
Definitely.
Beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
much fun. With Isaac, this is, I mean, I really don't say this about many people, but honestly,
Mm.
when I think about Isaac, Isaac is one of the best musicians I've ever met in my life.
True.
And honestly, still now, he is an underrated musician. In the Chennai scene, or even the Indian, the people don't know the value of Isaac. And the
Yeah.
musicianship or a value, what he can bring,
Mm.
other people have not understood. And maybe they never understand. Maybe I don't think people will understand. And it's a certain level of maturity which doesn't come very naturally to other people. Now, I'm simply saying when I go to record with Isaac,
Mm-hmm.
it is like a, with some people when you go to record at the photo, you have to think, it's such a process. The brain itself will get tired.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac would track வந்தாலே இது ஒரு பீஸா இருக்கும். இதான் there's a direction. Isaac when Isaac's tracks are there, there's a direction. You know what you have to do. And Isaac's tracks are such a way you don't have to do anything. அப்படியே விட்டாலே it will be beautiful. You don't have to play anything. So, but not only in his music, but generally Isaac's also. I've known him for quite a long time, and it's fun to hang out with. So both of them are
So kind. So kind.
glad to have you guys as friends, and yeah, we share a lot of good memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Beautiful, beautiful. ரொம்ப அழகா இருந்தது நீங்க சொல்றது கேக்குறதுக்கு seriously. Beautiful friendship. Okay, so Isaac, I have a question.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
being
sure.
a good friend, is there anything you would like to convey him right this moment which you haven't told him so far?
I think I've told most of the things to Keva. if I have not told Keva, see, there's a big purpose for Keva's life apart from music. See, we all grow, we all evolve, but we are so thankful for the gift of music that God has given each and every one of us. Demas இருக்கலாம், எனக்கா இருக்கலாம், Keva இருக்கலாம். It is a gift that God has given us. And apart from the gift, there is a big purpose of life. So I want to tell this to Keba, that Keba has got a great purpose, and he knows that for sure. And sometimes people won't understand that. People will see Keba in their own eyes. எப்படி சொல்றது? They'll draw a own circle around and tell Keba to go around that circle. No, that's not the way it is. I know that Keba has got a greater purpose. God will give gifts, and God will lift someone who can only handle that position. I always believe that. இப்போ அதே பொசிஷனை வேற யாருக்கா கொடுத்தா அந்த பொசிஷனை ஒழுங்கா ஹேண்டில் பண்ண கூட தெரியாது. அப்பார்ட் ஃப்ரம் மியூசிக், ஜஸ்ட் ஹேண்ட்லிங் த பொசிஷன் இட்செல்ஃப் ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கும். ஸோ Keba has got a great purpose, and at this time I want to say, apart from being a musician, he's a great influencer, and he's an ambassador for Christ. Of course, we've seen him as a great musician, a great guitar player, but I always see him as an ambassador for Christ and for the kingdom. He's taken up Keba as an ambassador of kingdom and Christ to the secular world out there, and Keba knows that for sure. And I want him to just pursue that purpose and to be a light to this dark world. That's all I want to say, K.
Wow. Nice. That was great, Isaac. Yeah.
Okay, Dimas, any good memories you would like to share with Interactions viewers?
All right. Okay. There are a lot of memories. Like Keba was talking about, there are a lot of memories. But the one thing I can say, okay, I'll just make it short. It's a big story, but I'll make it short. It's like me and Keba, I think one afternoon, me and him are driving.
Mm-hmm.
So I think lunch poron nenikkiren. Yeah, we're going for lunch, and suddenly we just generally talk, we joke around. I make some funny jokes. He always keeps laughing. He pushes me. Yeah, that is all there. And suddenly, like normally when he's there, his phone is connected to the car audio system. Okay, so suddenly our phone vardu. It's like a call, and suddenly and the பேர் வந்து அந்த டிஸ்பிளேல வருது. டிஸ்பிளேல வந்தோடனே obviously I don't want to like look at it, but அப்படியே ஒரு கண் அப்படி போச்சு. So it says D. Iman, the music director, D. Iman.
Okay.
I was like, எனக்கு அது பார்த்தோன்னே I was excited, it's like, மச்சான், is it the director? He's like, yeah அப்படின்னாரு. Then he's like, okay, I was like, okay, I don't know how he's going to talk. Let me see. How like எப்படி பேச போறாரு, எப்படி பேசுவாரு அப்படினெல்லாம் நான் வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கும்போது, then Keba அவர் வந்து he never answered the call.
Okay.
I was like, and I was like மச்சான், what's wrong அப்படினோனே அவர் அசால்ட்டா சொன்னாரு, கூலா சொன்னாரு, மச்சி, work and wait, you're here, நீ இங்க இருக்கிற, அதனால I'll talk to him later அப்படினாரு பாருங்க.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That was actually, I was like, நான் அப்படி பண்ணிருக்கவே மாட்டேன். I was like, கொஞ்சம் கீழ இறங்கி வந்து நான் பேசிட்டு கூப்பிடுறேன் அப்படி. But I cannot forget that instance, because that proves, how he values friendship, or the way he carries friends-னா அவனுக்கு வந்து அவருக்கு வந்து ரொம்ப உயிர் மாதிரி. So I have never seen anyone do that, or I cannot see anyone who would actually, value friends like just that word, no? Macha, you're there. I'll talk to him later. That was something brilliant. I can't forget that.
Kandipa.
Yeah.
Hats off to you, Keba.
Interview வந்து D-Man பார்த்தாருன்னா என்ன யோசிப்பாரு? இதெல்லாம் very relaxed, very chilled out things.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. So I have one question to all three of you. Okay. So Isaac, Keba, and Dimas, what is that one thing which you would like to do it together in future if given an opportunity?
Yeah, I'm going to say first. I'll say first. மூணு பேர் வந்து ஒன்னா வாசித்து ரொம்ப நாள் ஆகுது. I don't remember the last time that the three of us played together.
Yes.
I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe at some wedding jam or something. Aulada, that's all. I think at Sam's wedding.
Sam's wedding. Yeah.
There, so, but I think I really enjoy playing with both of them, and that too. I think the most I enjoy would be playing worship music with both of them because I know it just flows naturally for both of them. So that's something that I hope we get to do in the future. I really, really
Thank
hope.
you. Thank you.
Lovely, lovely, Vijay.
Thank you. Vijay. So thoughtful.
நீங்க சொல்லுங்க.
Isaac? Oh, me.
டிஎம்எஸ் சொல்லு மச்சான்.
Okay, so நான் சொல்ல வேண்டியது தான் கேபா சொன்னாரு. So yeah, so that one thing I really miss is playing with Isaac and Keba. Would want to, sometimes I think about our old memories, our gigs and all, especially the worship, like Keba said, that flow that God has anointed us, and we show it to him, through music, through what he's given us, that one talent which is priceless, and I really want to do it again with Keba and Isaac, just one worship, session, or to be there with y'all. Yeah.
Yeah.
கண்டிப்பா அவங்க 3 பேரோட வர்ஷிப் கிக் நாங்க பாப்போம் சீக்கிரத்துல நினைக்கிறேன்.
Yes.
Again, yeah, to be என்ன சொல்ல நிறைய இருக்கு சொல்றதுக்கு, a lot of things, because most நாங்க மியூசிக்க பத்தி நாங்க பேசினது ரொம்ப கம்மி. We talk
ஆமா.
less about music. That is what we are. We talk mostly about life, family, we are very close. I don't mind asking him anything, any question, and for anything I call him. Like, "Dey machan konja free irkiya?" And he'll automatically reply, and most of the stuff, I get advice. Keba can advise, he can talk. He's like a big brother, அப்படிதான் நான் பார்க்கிறேன். It's like and whenever we join or meet up, உடனே like again there's no music. It'll be, "Machan, what are you going to eat? என்ன சாப்பிடுற? எங்க போலாம்? Shall we go for a drive? Oh, இது பண்ணலாமா? இது சாப்பிடலாமா?" And he knows that I like Szechuan chicken fried rice. Anywhere he'll order that.
நமக்கு
இந்த
அதான்
மாதிரி
இல்ல.
சோறு முக்கியம்.
correct. அதான் நமக்கு முக்கியம்.
Yeah. Yeah, and I make fun of him. I pull him. ரொம்ப அவரை கலாய்ப்பேன், அவரும் நம்மளை கலாய்ப்பாரு. பட் எதுவுமே ஹார்டா நாங்க எடுத்ததே இல்லை. நத்திங். இது வரைக்கும் நானும் அவருக்கும் எந்த ஒரு மிஸ் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங்கும் இதுவும் இல்லை. அவர் எதா இருந்தாலும் he'll tell me. நான் எதா இருந்தாலும் I'll tell him. That is the heart we share, and I really take this to the next level. Like till I till the very end, I would want this heart to be with each other. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Isaac, சொல்லுங்க.
Yes. Same with me also, Sharon. I just enjoy playing with Keba and DMS. One thing about DMS now, it's about Keba da, and DMS pati his flow is amazing, and the anointing that he carries is great. And even Keba will agree with that, especially the Sri Lankan Baila and 6/8. We just enjoy playing with DMS. We've had so many good memories of playing, of practice, than the gigs. The practice sessions of so many concerts are epic. The food that we ate together and the fun that we make of each other, இதெல்லாம் so priceless, and I cherish all those moments. It's like a breath of fresh air mari. Like when you're in your day-to-day life, you're bothered about so many things that's going around you. And it's like you can't just pay and get all this memories and happiness again. And I treasure with Demas and Keba. Seriously.
Thank you, Isaac. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
Very interesting stories there.
Censor board there.
It just started. நாங்க ஒரு மீட்டிங் போயிருந்தோம், and then I asked Demas, "What does your name mean?" So we usually don't talk about music. We're always talking about other things, and
Yeah.
What happened?
that's a big story that Demas should tell you. I cannot tell you.
You started something. Okay,
சரி மச்சான், நீ சொன்னதான் அந்த கிக்கே இருக்கு.
Actually, நாங்க ஒரு மீட்டிங் போயிருந்தோம் மலேசியாவுக்கு. And after the meeting, usually we'll all be lying down together. Just சும்மா we'll be talking through the night. And one of our friends, his name is Sam Jabraj.
Oops, sorry. Oh my god. I laugh a lot.
He asked me, Keba, what do you want to do in life? Then I said, I want to jump into ministry. So அதுல ஒரு conversation was happening sometime.
Okay.
அதுக்கப்புறம் there were some of the team members also who were just lying down and there were bunk beds. சும்மா by chance I asked, Machan, Demas, what does your name mean? Then he said closer to God. When he said that, the guys not fell from the bed and started rolling on the floor. It was too funny.
Ayyo, I can still remember that scene. Oh my god, you remember all that, okay?
See, if you have to share stories, there are so many things because we've known each other for quite some time. We've known each other all of us for about 13, 14 years now. No?
Yeah.
Yeah, Macha. Yeah.
Isaac and all, one of the first memories would be constant change.
Yeah.
We were competing versus each other in college competitions.
Yeah.
That's how I met Isaac.
Yeah. Correct.
Competing against each other.
You are a legend already, K. Back then.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Isaac and Demas, for joining and making this show very special. God bless you both. Thank you once.
Thanks for having Sharon. Thanks. Thanks.
Okay, so Keba, I can see a lot of guitars behind you. So
Yes.
can I know how many guitars are hanging around, and can you just show me?
Actually, right now in this room, I have only 6 guitars. And
Okay.
actually, I have about 20 guitars. But these are some of my favorite guitars, so I'll just show them to you.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, beautiful.
My Taylor, my Maestro, Fender, Yamaha, and that's a custom-made guitar from Finland.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. So, Keba, your iconic hairstyle, is it because you really maintain it, or because you're too busy to park yourself at a salon?
இல்ல அப்படின்னு எதுவுமே இல்லை ஆக்சுவலி one of the things that as guitarists when you're young everybody is like you watch a lot of guitarists and everybody who is from the rock scene always has long hair.
Right.
I started growing my hair um, during my college days.
Oh.
And then by 2000 2008 2009
Mm-hmm.
my hair is actually not like this. It's pretty wavy. And one day I just decided to straighten it,
Uh-huh.
and it's become so easy to maintain it. And I think a lot of people after this have really taken after this hairstyle. I spend a lot of time taking care of my hair.
Oh.
It's not easy. It's not easy because sometimes you're just traveling so much on the road always, and the water is changing everywhere, But I don't look at it as obviously now people identify me by my hairstyle a lot, but I don't think it's something that I'm like proud of. Or, I mean, if it goes one day, it will go. It's all turning white. So.
Yeah, so viewers, today we know the mystery behind his hairstyle.
Demas also grew his hair and
Uh-huh.
he also straightened it. For a few years, he's straightening his hair.
Okay. People say music has no limits. So, as a musician, do you agree, or if there is limit, what is it? Do you limit your music to a point?
Um, Music by itself has no limits,
Mhm.
but the creative side of you wanting to do music, and you can find yourself many times where you're stuck at a place, and it's important to take breaks and refresh yourself, else you will find yourself constantly repeating yourself. You will feel like அதே தான் வாசிட்டு இருக்கேன். And you should, one of the things that I've done over the years is, and I'm still trying to do, is intentionally take a break for a short period of time where I set apart some time where I go and learn something new. You know, you have to spend time learning. The problem is that with music, once you start working in this field, you just keep doing it like a behavior, like a cycle, you know. And one of the constant things that you need to do is constantly reinvent yourself.
Mhm.
That means you have to relearn things. You have to look for new things to learn. So the creative side of music, you have to always look for growth. Else you will always find yourself stuck and you won't be able to move beyond a point. But music by itself, there are no limits. The way music is expanding now, the reach it has, and the styles of music and the way people are exploring music, it's constantly expanding. And before the 2000s, music used to follow a lot of rules. ஒரு box குள்ள தான் இருக்கும். But
Mhm.
now people have broken the barriers and you know they're really experimenting. And I'm really, really excited about Tamil gospel music.
Kandipa, Kandipa, very true. Yeah. So thanks for clarifying the question which I asked. And there are a lot of people who are watching you, and many would like to be like you. How can one be Keba?
I really think nobody should be like me. I think as a human, I think I'm only human. I think I have made a lot of mistakes. I think I have failed, and I think I've done a lot of things. But I think it's only the grace of God that's really helped me. So if you're looking for a role model, I think it should be Jesus, because I think there is no better role model than him. He's the person to follow. So, but maybe if you want to take one thing from me, I think I like being very honest and very committed to my work. I love working hard at what I do. So those are a few things you can take. And I like sometimes, usually I like being on time, which is a really very tough thing that I find. And of late, I'm really finding hard in the gospel industry, being on time, which I've been really struggling with a lot of people. So, I mean, those things, if we can really work on, if you make it a priority to be on time for God, just imagine how much more God will be on time for everything that you need in your life. Just a simple thing about being on time for church. Very small things, if we can just work on. I think there's a long way that God will take us.
Yes. So young people and followers of Keba, follow the instructions and clues he has shared. I'm sure with God's help, you will shine one day. Yeah. So Keba, anything you want to share to the interactions team and the viewers of interactions?
I'm just so thankful for this opportunity. Um, I I think sometimes the best way you can learn from somebody is just learn through their story. So you can learn from my story, as in, I mean, I've shared a lot about my life, about how I work and what I do, and really sometimes everybody is looking for. I just want to reach the top directly. But you really cannot reach. It's these baby steps. You have to go step by step. There is a process. So everybody wants to avoid the process. Without going through the process, you cannot go on top. And when everybody looks at me, they're like, he might have had the contacts, or he might have had some people, or But honestly, I've really not had any of that. I think it's purely been the grace of God. And there have been periods, people don't see the hard work. There has been times where I'll just sit in a room and play guitar for 4 hours, 5 hours continuously. There has been those days. Before I really struggle to do that, but there has been days where I will just sit and practice and play. So I think hard work is one of the keys to success. Without hard work, there's no easy way to success. Even if you feel like you've reached, um, if you're easily reaching success, it might be very short lived. You have to go through that journey, and only when you go through the journey, you know the struggles of what it is to reach on top.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for sparing your time in spite of your busy schedule. Thank you once again for sharing your opinions and thoughts. I'm sure this is going to be very informative and encouraging to the viewers. May God bless you more and more with all your heart's desires in all the work you do.
Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And viewers, thank you very much for your love and blessings. Continue to support Interactions. நான் உங்களை அடுத்த இன்ட்ராக்ஷன்ஸ்ல சந்திக்கும் வரை may God bless you and cover you under His protection. Thank you.